How's it going, everybody? Just wanted to do a update on my SCCY DVG1. Finally got to bring it out to the range today because, of course, the weather's been kind of nasty out, and I shoot outside, so I just was waiting for a good day to come out. I ended up putting 150 rounds through it today, and normally I shoot my reloads, but I wanted to try some factory first since it was new, just so I can kind of make sure there's no issues with my reloads before I find out how reliable the gun is and everything. So I had found this at a local store. It was on sale for $9.99, so I bought 3. Never heard of them before. I thought originally, it's US made, and then found out it's actually made in Turkey. And then once I seen the head stamp on them, I probably should have been a little more prepared here, but let me take some out that I left in here. So the head stamp is ZSR. So if I'm not mistaken, that was the ammo that people were having blow up in their 308 guns. Actually, a club member of mine had some sort of foreign Turkish-made ammo blow up in his FAL and blew the magazine right out of the gun and everything. So I was like, oh no, I didn't realize that. So maybe they stepped up the quality control or something and did something different. So but it actually did all shoot, no issues as far as blowing up or nothing basically. But so yeah, I shot 150 rounds of that factory ammo, 119 green I believe it was, and just to see how the factory stuff worked. So other than that, the gun did not jam once, which was a good thing. It didn't slide or lock back maybe a couple times, but I think I was hitting holding the slide release. So once I kind of adjusted my grip, that kind of eliminated that problem. I did notice that this came loose, so not a big deal. Just maybe take these screws out, put a dab of Loctite, since I have no intentions on putting a red dot anytime soon, at least. So at least, hold that down for now. As you can see, it came loose. But other than that, the gun did shoot. And however, the only issue I did have, which was pretty much almost with every mag, is I would have a round with that ammo not fire. The primer would, or the firing pin would, or the striker would hit the primer, but it would not go off. In some cases, I had to put it back into the chamber 3 times. Some were 4 or 5 times before it would actually go off. But it was clearly struck, so not very deep. So what I'm thinking is that ammo had hard primers, because the rest of the rounds would fire no problems. So I'm not thinking 100% it's the gun's fault. Could be wrong, of course, but my pretty much belief is that it's hard primers. So certain guns, I had in the past don't like hard primers. With my reloads in the past, I couldn't get certain primers, and I had to buy some foreign-made primers, not like SCCY or Winchester. I had something that was completely foreign-made, and I noticed those were really hard, and certain guns didn't like those primers, and I just could not wait to get rid of those primers, because I only had a handful of guns that would work with those primers. So it is very true that a hard primer could make a gun not work, and in this case, that's what I feel is that with this, since it's being striker fired, it just did not like these primers on this particular ammo. So so far I'm just kind of leaving it at that, since I did have a very frequent issue with that. But once I would put it in multiple times, and it would fire. So that's what I'm kind of believing, and if that's the case, that's not a problem. I just know at least if I ever buy this ammo, don't shoot it in this gun, because it does not like it. So next I will probably clean it up real good, Loctite that, and actually reload some of my own ammo now and see how that fares in this gun, and hopefully I don't have any issues with the rounds not going off. But other than that, I did like it. I do like it a lot better than my CPX2. Definitely, the trigger pulls better and everything. So I mean, yeah, it's a pretty fun gun to shoot. Definitely, I'm still on the fence of if it's trustworthy. But again, it's a budget economical firearm, so definitely, if anything, would be a like a truck gun or something to leave in a vehicle. You know, when I go into a store or something, and you know, hide it somewhere, and then you know, at least have it. If God forbid somebody came up to me, at least it'd be, you know, more easier to get a hold of than one that's on my hip or something. So yeah, other than that, I definitely believe, like I said, it is ammo related. Again, I'm not going to completely say it is or not until I put some of my own reloads through it, some different ammo to see how they actually fire. And maybe it's just because of this Turkish ammo, is just the primers are just too hard for it. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, you know, like I said, it didn't jam once, so that's a good thing. So that's definitely at least a step in the right direction with Sky. So we'll see what happens. But if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and thanks for watching.